Hello world, George Filip here. Today was the last day of school, which means that it is now officially summer for me. Yay! I'm not in my room, by the way. I'm at my grandmother's house. Here's a picture of me from when I was 4 or 5 years old. So today I wanted to talk to you about a few things I want to do in the future. This is my list of things I want to do before I die. It is not a complete list, and it is never going to be. The things on the list are not necessarily important to other people, but they're important to me. Every so often I discover there's something new I want to do, so I'll be adding to the list when there's something to add. I'll make sure to let you know when that happens. Let's start with the list. One of the main things I want to do is to learn fun facts on every possible topic. Of course, one cannot know everything, but it is nice to have a fun fact on every situation, or at least many situations. I love fun facts. It is sort of a hobby of mine to hunt for them, and I always try to verify a fact before going around spreading it, because I don't want to be a misconception vector, especially after making more than one video where I bust misconceptions. Next, I want to travel to many rainy, green countries. I understand that rain is not everyone's ideal weather, but when you live in Greece, you sort of get bored to sunny and warm weather all the time. When I say rainy, green countries, I mean countries like Ireland, including Ireland and possibly limited to Ireland. As I've mentioned before, I spent a week on Ireland with my grandmother in June of 2012, and I loved everything about the country. I really hope to visit Ireland again in the future, and perhaps stay for more than a week this time. Moving on, the next thing I want to do before I die is not to break the chain again. As you might recall, I broke the chain of weekly Friday videos a few weeks ago. Even though I tried not to show it in the video, I had a hard time dealing with it and moving on. I know that probably sounds stupid, but being a perfectionist is sometimes hard. Scratch that. Being a perfectionist is hard most of the time. I never want to break the chain and go through that again. Another thing I want to do is to watch every Star Trek TV episode and film ever made. I have been a casual Star Trek fan for about a year now, watching films and episodes here and there, and I finally decided to spend the time to watch everything. I'm still on the 3rd season of the original series, but I'll get there. The last thing on my list here, and perhaps the most important to me, is to reply to last week's letter to future me when I become future me. Future me will be able to watch his letter, but present me will not be able to watch his. That's just how time works though. And that's everything currently on the list. As I said, they're not necessarily important things to other people, but they are important to me. Most of them are, at least. I'll let you know when I add something to the list or when I do one of these things and cross it out. See you next week. This is George Filip, signing off.